Okay, so we talked a little bit about the extensibility, and this is an actual plugin for the VI client. As Steve said, it's called the vCloud plugin, and it lets us manage even a broader range than the linked mode that we just saw. In addition to managing traditional virtual infrastructure, we can manage clouds, both internal and external. So you see that we've got a fictional Acme Corporation here, and we think they're pretty typical of where a lot of companies will be here in the next few months, where they've got a primary data center and an additional data center, both of which are traditional virtual infrastructure. And they've also implemented an additional internal cloud. Now the vCloud plugin, one of the things it does is manages my authentication information for each of these different services, because we're taking a single view of a number of different resources. And so the plugin handles my authentication as needed and also allows me to add additional resource. In our scenario here today, we're going to add an additional cloud. Our Acme Corporation has just signed a contract with a cloud vendor, in this case Telefonica, and I'd like to make use of the additional capacity that's been added in my applications. So I go ahead and put in my credentials here. URL for the cloud.telefonica.com, and with a single click here, I'm adding a tremendous amount of capacity for my applications to run, which is a good thing. In this scenario, we've got a CRM application which has been problematic for us. We've got users around the world who use this application, and they've had some pretty bad performance problems, particularly during usage spikes, because we've got limited bandwidth in our primary data center. So I want to take this application and drag it out into the cloud with the goal of using the additional capacity that we purchased. And Steve is talking about being able to buy the capacity in terms of so much memory, so much bandwidth, so much disk storage. Well, we bought a lot of bandwidth in this case, so we believe that putting this thing out in the cloud is going to give us a tremendous boost in performance for our users. So I grab it, I drag it out there, then all I have to do is power it on, and my application is out in the cloud, ready to run all through this single management console. So that's it.
Great.